Hello and welcome back to Hayley Carr TV. Today I have a question for you that's going to change the trajectory of your life when you answer it and give yourself permission to really answer it. Now I have a little caveat before we start, and that is that one of the biggest questions I get asked all the time in general conversation, through my clients, through when people have a cup of tea with me, is, Hayley, how do I get clear on what I want? I don't know what I want. I'm not sure. I think I know what I want. I'm going for some things, but it doesn't feel really great, and I don't get unmotivated, and I'm not sure. How do you know if it's really what you want? So I'm going to answer that question for you today with a big smackdown. That wasn't very big. Yeah, that's better. I'm going to answer it for you today with a smackdown. You always know what you want. Everybody knows what they want. This is always my answer. The problem is that we don't know how to get what we want, and we feel like it's impossible. So instead of actually sitting down, doing some critical thinking around it, feeling into it and going, you know what, I'm going to surrender this up to the universe and say, show me how, and throwing everything at it, we place it really far out into the distance. Sometimes we don't even give ourselves permission to admit that that's what we want. And sometimes we create a whole bunch of stories around not really wanting that or not needing it. I see a lot of people do that with relationships and love, like true love. And we place a whole lot of other life achievements that we don't really want in front of achieving that thing that we really do want. So my question to you today is actually, and this is the question that's going to change the trajectory of your life. The question is, what feels impossible to you? What feels impossible to you? It doesn't matter if it's big or small. Whatever feels impossible for you is the thing that's your why. That is what you want. And that's probably what you haven't given yourself permission to want or permission to go for. Now, it doesn't matter if it's big or small, or it's, associated with negativity or anything. It could be getting out of debt. Getting out of debt feels impossible. It could be going to Italy and spending some time there just lapping up the language and having a great holiday. That might feel impossible. It could be attracting in divine love, a great relationship, and something that aligns with who you are as an independent human being, as well as feels supportive and energizing and adventurous. Maybe you feel like it's impossible and partners like that don't exist. Whatever it is, I just want you to get clear. Ask yourself, what feels impossible to me right now? And give yourself permission to want that thing, because what we push ourselves away from are usually the things that we are wanting to attract the most. Now, once you've gotten clear on what it is that you want, it's going to take a little bit of sitting down and just breathing with it and really giving yourself permission to say, that feels ridiculously out of this world impossible. And then you write it down and leave me a comment below here. Tell me what is impossible to you. That's my dare at the end of this video. Then what you'll notice happens is this. Number one, you get a fire lit up in your belly. Your whole life lights up because you realize what it is that you want and you've got real clarity. Two, you end up not doing a whole bunch of other things that are either acceptable or appropriate or affordable things or measures that you might have placed in front of your ability to achieve the impossible because you weren't really sure that it was possible. So you've busied yourself, in other words. So really what you'll end up doing is noticing that a whole bunch of other things just drift away. Things that don't align will end up falling by the wayside, and you will stop doing unimportant, boring, draining, and soul-sucking things that you actually don't really want to do, and you'll get aligned with what it is that you want. Now, this is personally the question that I ask myself anytime I want to grow. About 10 years ago, actually exactly 10 years ago, in 2007, I thought what would be impossible was to win a double world championship karate title. I thought that was impossible. And I set myself that goal, and I told some people that I truly cared about what I really wanted, and I ended up getting there because I let go of my goal to place or come second or just get there. I decided, no, stuff it, I'm going to go the whole way. A few years later, when I was really sick with chronic fatigue syndrome, and I was told by doctors, you're never going to heal, I thought it was impossible to get better. And I really discovered that's what I truly wanted. And many years later, back in 2013, I thought what was impossible was to be able to run my business from my laptop from anywhere around the world and help people in the way that I desired. Well, when I got clear and I just let everything else go, I was able to do it within 10 days. So this question truly does change the trajectory of your life. It requires a little bit of action, but we're just going to start with something tiny. So I want you to leave me a comment below and tell me what feels impossible to you. Let's work on making it happen. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please like it, subscribe to my YouTube channel and share it. And if you know someone who could use a little bit of impossible power in their life, forward them this email. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'll see you soon. Bye. Impossible.